Hi everyone, this is Professor Ram Guge and once again I welcome all of you on my YouTube channel and we are meeting after so much time. There has been a long time I haven't made any video about English or English communication skills and nothing like that, because I thought that I finished with my last video I think on 24th of January 2022, and that was the pre video of the one day before the actual examination of the MSBT, which I covered the entire syllabus on MCQ based. So many students were requesting me for the answer key for the exam, because we don't know actually which question which students have received. There were different questions for each and every students. Therefore, actually it is really impossible for me to make an answer key of all the questions which were there in the MSBT examination. There might be set of 1,000 or 2,000 questions, and which is not available for any common man. So I couldn't get any question because exam has been given by the students and not me. Therefore, I regret to say that I am unable to make a video on the answer key like MPSC examination and all that. Once we finished with the examination, we receive a answer key and according to that we check with our answers and all that. So that is not possible for the MSBT online examination, and therefore I am sorry for that. Second important point is that you don't need to see the answer key and all that. You will just have a little patience. Within a few days you will receive your result from the MSBT. So therefore don't worry about the the answer key and all that. Don't think about that. Next point, as I told you, there is always one saying in English language, and that saying is everybody wants to go to heaven, but nobody is ready to die. So we all are aware about the fact that the only requirement to reach to the heaven is that person must have to die. But the person is not ready to die, but he want to see the heaven. He want to go to the heaven. Similarly, every student who is studying either in the field of medical, engineering, science, and the traditional courses like art and commerce, and any course who is studying or pursuing education from side, but each and every student somewhere in their mind they have the idea that they need to develop their English along with their communication skills, and ultimately eventually they want to develop their personality, which means soft skills. But this is just wishful thinking. Nobody is ready yet to take action on that thought process. So everybody just think, I know that Maharashtra government has introduced English as a compulsory subject in first standard, and many students, I have total 7 years of teaching experience of this particular subject. So I know very well that after learning English for almost 10 or 12, or it may be for some students 15 to 20 years, they learn English as a compulsory subject from their first standard till they complete their graduation. But still after that, when they face the interview, they are unable to communicate effectively by using the same subject which they have learned for almost 15 years. So what is the problem? What exactly the problem? Are we that much weak mentally because we cannot grasp the content matter and we can use the thing which we have learned for 10 years? It raises the question about our capacity to develop the language, right? And therefore I just want to try to tell you what exactly method works for developing speaking skills, because that is the most demanded skill in the corporate world, in the business world, in the job sector, whether it is a corporate job or it is a government job or a private job. Whatever job you are trying to get in after completing your graduation or diploma, or what type of education you are pursuing right now, it doesn't matter from which side are you, but what matters a lot, whether you are proficient English speakers or not. Because The first step each and every student has to face while getting into business or corporate world in a job or professional life, they have to crack at least one interview, and that interview is not going to conduct in any other language for any for any student who is coming from whatever field. Therefore, it becomes compulsory and mandatory for everyone to develop spoken ability of English language. Then the problem becomes, many students think that we are from the regional background, we are from the Marathi background, we are from the Kannada background, we are from the Hindi medium background, and because of that it wasn't possible for us to pursue or to learn English in the way that the convent student learn or English medium student learn. But that is not the problem. The problem is very simple. I'll tell you the capacity of human brain, that if I ask you to go to the London and stay there for 5 months, when you come back without learning any grammar, you will speak fluent English language. So the problem is not about the capacity of how much word you know, how much grammar you know. That is a theoretical aspect of the subject, and that is not required for spoken skills, right? So what exactly is the problem? That many students learn English in artificial way, and the natural way is the right way to develop speaking skills. I'll give you one example. Now try to understand what I'm talking about. I have born and brought up in Maharashtra. So when I born, I didn't know any language, but my parents, all the members or people surrounding around me, they were keep talking all the time in Marathi language. So automatically I acquired the Marathi language without studying the grammar of the Marathi language, without studying the word of the Marathi language, lexical of the Marathi language, anything. The professionally, I haven't studied formally anything of Marathi language, but I can speak Marathi, my mother tongue, in any situation without making any mistake. And even today, I don't know that much Marathi grammar. Even I'm trying to tell you that I know more English grammar than Marathi. But I know Marathi, how to speak it, how to use it in different situations. So what is the problem? The problem is very simple. When time comes to develop this English speaking skills, most of the students think that we have to learn the English grammar first. Then we have to remember every day at least 5 or 10 words. Then we have to remember the sentence and the context and what to speak in which context and all that. That is a purely donkey work, because language is a logical sequence of arranging different words and sentences together, and you cannot remember all the language at once. You need to adjust your vocabulary, your sentence structure, your grammatical rules according to the situation in which you are interacting with other people, and that comes with developing the sense of language. So how you can develop that sense? By developing naturally the target language. So I'll tell you one simple thing here right now. Just try to understand what I'm talking about. So when we listen, automatically that word, sentence structure, and the context in which what content has been talked about and all that all the structure of the language gets stored in our brain. And gradually we come to know how to use them in a different situations. So listening is the best. Listening is the best, because any language of this world, if anyone has learned the language, he has learned the language through the listening skills. But in our syllabus, in our academic, we have examination pattern, and we learn each and every subject for the just passing the examination, and we never think that this subject will be definitely helpful for me to communicate in English by using whatever I am learning right now. So that approach is somewhere missing in the education system, and that's why many students after completing their graduation and post-graduation, they find it difficult to crack at least one job interview. They have to remember the introduction, they have to remember the technical questions, they have to remember everything else, and when they go in front of the panel of the interviewee, then they find it very difficult. The confidence goes down, they sometimes go blank and all that. These things occur just because of they are not natural speaker of English language. Therefore, I will tell you one simple tip which you can utilize for developing your English communication skill along with English spoken ability. The very simple thing I will tell you, that in a day at least 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it may be possible, hours, we are alone. And when we are alone, we think about something else. Or we can say the further extension version of the thinking is self-talk. We talk with ourselves, right? So at least in a day, 2 hours, 3 hours, we talk with ourselves. But what we do while talking with ourselves, we speak in our mother tongue, right? We think in our mother tongue. So instead of thinking in mother tongue, if we try to think in English language every day, so it simply gives you at least 4 to 5 hours, and almost you will try to make at least 10,000 sentences in English language every day. It might be possible that you might making some mistakes, but nobody is going to laugh because you are speaking with yourself and you know your level. You are the captain of your ship, so don't worry about the mistakes and all that while speaking with yourself. So this practice will definitely support you. It will definitely boost your confidence. If we do this practice for almost 1 month, you will come to know that you are now ready to use the sentences to the outer world. Now you are speaking with yourself. Through that you will get the confidence, and once you receive that signal from your mind that now yes, you are ready, then you can speak with other people by using the same sentence structure which you have practiced while thinking in your English language, right? So that only change in your daily schedule will definitely help you to boost your confidence to speak in English language. So tips like this, there are so many tips and so many methods of learning English language. So what method works that many students of this country is unaware about, which method is suitable for developing speaking skills. So one by one I will be covering all the listening, speaking, reading, writing. These are the 4 basic skills of developing your speaking skills, because these are not a separate set of skills. These are complementary to each other. We have to work on each and every skills and how we can develop all these 4 skills, and ultimately we will receive the result of developing speaking skills. So my my agenda is very simple, that I'm going to cover all the 4 basic skills of developing your English language in my next videos. Today I have talked about only one thing, that is how you can think in English language and you can develop yourself as an English communicator and speaker. So till then, if you have not subscribed it to my channel, then I request all of you, please subscribe the channel and hit the notification button, so you will get the latest updated videos notification to all of you, and you can watch the video and try to develop your communication skills and English language ultimately. So for today this is enough. Thank you so much for watching me, and keep watching like this, and your blessings are like star for me. So definitely it motivates me to make more videos and be more useful to the society and at larger extent to the community. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.